All right, welcome everybody. I hope you are having an amazing week. It is just absolutely gorgeous down here in Texas. Hopefully it's a fraction as beautiful there as it is here. We are going to quickly get this live across all of our social media. Already had that kind of started. So let's dive in here and answer your core kind of related questions. So if you have a question, every Wednesday 8 p.m. Eastern, I'm here for about an hour. We'll see how long this battery lasts. I didn't charge it. Got another one charging. May have to switch halfway through. But I'm going to be answering cord cutting related questions. We can chat about cord cutting news. You can ask questions about cord cutters news. And let's just see what we can do here to help you get the most out of your cord cutting experience and break free from high monthly cable TV bills. So I am sharing this. Also, hey, if you're coming here and you're having a problem with your Chromecast had an outage most of today, didn't work for many of the features. If you reboot your Chromecast right now, it will apply an update Google has rolled out, and it will address and fix those issues for you. So, if you're experiencing an outage, go right now on your Chromecast and go unplug it, restart it, whatever you got to do to reboot it, and then it should start working now for you. All right, one last place there, but in the Facebook group. Lastly, right now we are giving away a Fire TV Cube to one lucky winner. You still have time to enter. Go over to cordcarsnews.com or click the link in the show notes down below, and you will get an opportunity to enter to win a Fire TV Cube, the brand new one that just came out last week. Would love to see you want somebody here have an opportunity to win it. So check the show notes or go to cordcarsnews.com. Big red banner across the top. You can enter there. All right, I am now heading over to take a look at the chat. So sorry I haven't seen the chat. If you said something, may not have seen it. Kenneth, Richard, Tim, Christopher, Lon Channy, Tim again, Harold, everybody. It's great to see you all here. Thank you for your support. Oh, Class of 93, thank you for your support being a reader. I've never imagined Core Cars News would be even a fraction of as big as it is now. It's unbelievable. It's because of great people like you telling your friends and your family about us. I really appreciate it. Hey, how's this sound? Am I coming through clearly? Let me know. Didn't quite get time to do a full Q&A or test on that. So let me know. I would really appreciate it. Tim says he's closing on a house on Friday. Congratulations, Tim. Hopefully cord cutting helped you save some money to pay for that. All right, everybody's saying we sound fine. That's good to hear. Hey, as everybody rolls in, I see the numbers growing here. As everybody sees the notification. I hope everybody's having a great summer. I hope you're all saving some money. But if you want to come party with us, celebrate summer, Core Cars News is celebrating our 5th anniversary as a site. We're heading up to Dallas. We're going to have a meetup July 21st at 4 p.m. In Dallas, there will be a meetup. I'll put a link down in the show notes on the replay if you're watching this on the replay for details. But if you'd like to, we would love to have you come join us. There's going to be some free food, free non-alcoholic drinks, punch, soda, whatever you want to drink. There is a cash bar if you want to buy some alcohol. But we'd love to have you come out, shake your hand, grab a little bite to eat if you want to come join us. That's Dallas, Texas, July 21st. July 21st, which is a Saturday at 4 p.m. It starts. It will run until, I want to say 7 or so. How can we get a Core Cars News mug? Let me send you a link to that right now. I only have a handful of mugs left. So if you want that, you better get it now. All right, here we go. Core Cars News mugs. Right there's a link. If you want, you can head over to that link right there and buy one. When will Philo's app for the Apple TV come out? They haven't said. Beta testing has started on the Philo Apple TV app, so it is live live in the hands of some people right now. Look for that hopefully in the next few weeks. That they'll just maybe make some more announcements, but they say summer 2018. Hey, JG Enterprises. If you feel free to send us an email, go to corecarsnews.com. At the top, there's a big contact us button. Hit the contact us and send us an email there. What's up with the new AT&T Watch TV? Nothing new. I would expect it to launch tomorrow. They say it's launching this week. I would be shocked if they launched on Friday. Very possible that they could launch on a Friday. Would not be the craziest thing that they've ever done. But I would expect it to come out tomorrow. We'll wait and see. What do we know? It probably won't support Roku or Fire TV out the gate. 1 second. It probably won't support Roku or Fire TV out the gate, which is a major miss. That's like over 70% of cord cutters are not going to be accessing it. The $15 a month subscription version is probably not going to launch this week. This is probably going to launch with their new AT&T wireless packages that will probably roll out tomorrow, and then your ability to subscribe to the AT&T Watch independently will come out at a later date. That's kind of all we know right now. Any thoughts on T-Mobile Layer 3 TV? Jonathan, yeah, so I kind of posted about this about a week ago. T-Mobile's basically come out and said that they're struggling to get the deals. It's costing them more because they're a smaller company than Dish is with Sling, because Sling can use Dish to drive good deals. So what I'm hearing is right now is, for instance, if T-Mobile wanted to offer a $40 package, or a package similar to the $40 ones that Hulu or PlayStation Vue or YouTube TV offers, they would have to sell it for about $50 because their cost is higher. So that's what we know right now. They're still saying a 2018 rollout for the T-Mobile TV service, but past that, from our understanding, according to the reports of their they filed with the request to merge with Sprint, that they're struggling to get some deals because of their size and to strike favorable deals. Daniel, yes. So the thing is AT&T, and we've kind of confirmed this to a point where I feel comfortable saying it. Android and iOS support phones and tablets for AT&T Watch TV. Apple TV second generation Chromecast is what we believe will be supported. Roku and Fire TV at a later date. It's rumored to be built off of the DirecTV Now app. So we expect that it would be supported soon. Exactly what that means, I don't know. I have a TCL 32-inch TV that is about 5 feet away from the router, and it's buffering all the time. However, I have a Roku device hooked up to the TV that doesn't have buffering. If you have one like the very first generation TCL TVs, they're not nearly as powerful as the newer ones. Now you're talking about a Roku TV from about 3-4 years ago. Most things nowadays are faster, better. If you can, try to hardwire that in. Use Ethernet to fix that. But I had a first generation Roku TV. I went in my bedroom. I upgraded it to the newest one when they had like a crazy good sale. And yeah, there was a noticeable improvement there. Do you think Verizon will buy Dish Network since all the mergers are happening? Verizon does want to. It seems like though they want to buy a cable company rather than Dish. Dish is really diversifying into multiple areas outside of TV. You know, fixing dishwashers, fixing phones, 5G internet. So it could maybe make sense for Verizon to buy Dish, but so far I have not heard any talks of that. Luke, I just switched from PlayStation Vue to DirecTV Now. Well, Harold, what do you think of the move? Are you happy with DirecTV Now after being with PlayStation Vue? Excuse me. Let me know. Luke, on live TV, does recording count as a live stream? No, I don't believe any streaming services counts a recording as a live stream. But watching a recording, I believe on some does. You'll ask, what's up with Chromecast and Google Home? Caught your AM post. Any update on what's happening? So yes, this morning something went wrong with Google Home and Chromecast. It went down. It's been down for most of the day for most people. Some functionality worked, Other functionalities didn't. Google is rolling out an update to all Google Home and Google Chromecast products. If yours has not received the update, just reboot your device and it should start working. Luke, any news on when the HD Home Run Prime 6 tuner is being released? No. I believe I thought I heard summer or fall, but don't count me on that. All right, if I haven't answered your question, re-ask it. But hey, as I see a ton of people have come in, we are giving away a Fire TV Cube. Yes, a brand new Fire TV Cube, unopened in the box. This could be yours. This exact Fire TV Cube right here. Head over to corecarsnews.com, link in the show notes to enter the giveaway, or go to corecarsnews.com, click on the red banner. Actually, not the red banner, the second post from the top on the homepage right now. And you'll be able to enter for a chance to win a Fire TV Cube. So check that out. Our Viacom, our live Viacom channels come to Hulu or only on demand. Yes, so Viacom and Hulu broke up about a year ago. Viacom said that they wanted to focus on promoting traditional cable, and with that, they pulled their channels off PlayStation Vue and they pulled their content off of Hulu, most of their content. This month, they struck a deal to bring some MTV, some Nickelodeon Network content back to Hulu. Now, it's very limited, and it's not next day stuff, it's back catalog. But it's a pretty good smattering of content out there, especially on the Nickelodeon side. From classics like Doug to some of the more recent stuff like Madagascar and so on. But no, this does not mean it's coming to Hulu Live. Could they be in talks for that? Sure. But this particular deal is, from talking with them and looking at everything, is exclusive for on-demand only. Troy says he just got himself 2 coffee mugs. Well, thank you. We'll get those out in the mail this week. Thank you for supporting Core Cars News. It really does help us. All right. Harold says he's really enjoying DirecTV Now. He got the $10 for 3-month package. Yeah, AT&T seems to be very willing to buy people's loyalty right now. Just to be honest with you, they are spending big to get people to subscribe to DirecTV Now, whether that be a Apple TV if you prepay for 3 or 4 months, whatever the deal is right now, or $10 for 3 months. So it'll be interesting to see what AT&T does. How successful will DirecTV Now be a few years down the road when they don't have any of these great deals? We'll see. Any word on the ongoing rumor that Sony may shut down PS Vue? No, there is no truth to that right now. The rumor has some grounds in reality, though. There's been a lot of analysts that monitor Sony's stock that's been calling for Sony to shut it down. It's it's the second oldest live TV streaming service behind Sling TV, but it's kind of fallen behind in subscribers. Rumor has it that both Hulu and YouTube TV have surpassed it in subscribers. They have about 600 to 800,000 subscribers, depending on who you talk to with PlayStation Vue. Sling TV has 2.4. DirecTV Now is 1.4 million. It's rumored that YouTube TV is at about 1 million right now, and Hulu's at about 800, I believe, thousand subscribers. The growth is just not there. They're struggling. Reports are that their costs of expenses are higher, probably the same issue that T-Mobile's experiencing. But Sony doesn't exclusively plan to make money off of PlayStation Vue. Their CEO did come out and say they intend to keep PlayStation Vue running for now. That wasn't a permanent, I'm paraphrasing, there wasn't a permanent promise there, but for now, they plan to keep PlayStation Vue running because they want to take the data. They want to look at what you're making and take it and then use it to build TV shows. Remember, Sony makes movies and TVs shows, so they can use what you watch to help decide what shows they want to create, look at trends and help them develop content there. So we'll wait and see what happens with it. But for now, it's not going where, but it is struggling. There is no doubt that PlayStation Vue is not doing as well as many think it should. Is the Fire TV Cube worth it? I think it is. It has some cool features. One of the things about the Fire TV Cube I think is really undersold that people should be paying more attention to is this is a great device for people with disabilities. If you have either a fine motor skill issue where holding a remote's difficult, blind is another great example of a feature for this. If you have visual, you don't even have to be fully blind to have some visual issues. The built-in echo, the voice commands on it without having to physically touch a remote even, is really cool. I really think it is a great option there that it's underappreciated, I think. Roku's rolling out similar support this fall with the ability to have a sound bar with the always on listening microphone. They can say, hey, Roku, and it will open and do all kinds of stuff. I think these, some people say, oh, I don't really need an Echo built into my Fire TV. You may not, but for some people, this is a really cool feature. Performance-wise, it's slightly slower than the Pendant. It's a lot slower than the second generation. But past that, it still plays movies and TV shows just fine. If you want to learn more about the Fire TV Cube, go down here, click on our name, look at our profile, and the videos. You'll find several reviews I did last week of the Fire TV Cube. Yeah, Juan says, as someone who is disabled, 100% agree. Yeah, I think voice command, and I know other devices have had voice command, but I think the fact that this is 100% hands-free voice command, and it also offers additional features like Netflix just improved their integration where you can talk to your Echo and tell it to open House of Cards or Orange is the New Black. It will go from the home screen into Netflix and immediately start playing Orange is the New Black, for example. I think that's a really cool feature. I'm excited Roku's getting it. Apple, I'm not sure if Apple has any wake words like that. I know they have the remote, but if you suffer with physical blindness or hey, you don't have any hands, let's just be honest. My wife served in the Army a very long time. There's a lot of people who are missing limbs, where a remote where you have to press the button isn't ideal for them. I think it opens up the world of entertainment, the world of streaming, the world of cord cutting to people with physical disabilities, which is often something I think we forget about. So just from that perspective, I think it's really cool. I'm excited Roku is rolling out something similar later this year. Every day, are you going? How often are you going to want to yell at your Fire TV to turn on the TV versus picking up a remote? Maybe not for everybody, but for others, it's a pretty cool option. Yeah, D says if it was an Echo Fire TV soundbar, he would buy one. Well, Google has a soundbar with a built-in Android TV coming out, and Roku has a soundbar that will link into your Roku TV. Seamlessly and do exactly what you want there, D. Is it true that you can use a USB to pause and play live over their TV? Yes, they do sell USB tuners. Go into Amazon, type in USB OTA tuner, and you'll find a whole bunch of them. Actually, if you go in our show notes, way back, it's been a couple years since I reviewed one, but I've done reviews of a couple. They're not bad at all. Will Philo add Nat Geo Wild? Could. But I wouldn't count on it because Nat Geo is owned by Fox, and Fox owns Fox News and Fox Sports, and Philo so far seems to be unwilling to carry those. So that could limit their interest, let's say, in doing that. So, hey, if I haven't answered your question, re-ask it. As I'm answering people's questions, other people are talking, and that sometimes the conversation flies, and I miss a comment or a question because I'm answering some other questions. So keep re-asking questions if I don't answer it. Don't email me after and say, hey, you didn't answer my question. If I didn't answer it, I didn't see it, just re-ask it. Fox requires bundling sports, so you won't see Nat Geo and FX on file. It does right now, but with Fox selling most of that, it'll be interesting to see what happens going forward. It does look like Disney is going to be buying Fox. It got approval from the Department of Justice today, and Disney is even less interested in unbundling. So we'll wait and see what happens. Is the $10 for 3-month DirecTV Now available for anyone? It is, but I think you need to get an invite into it. Chromecast with a Google Home is perfect for controlling your streaming with your voice. It is one option. It's not a bad option at all. I do think it's not quite. Chromecast and a Google Home is good. It just doesn't have as many streaming services that control the voice, support the voice as smoothly as I think the Fire TV does. We'll have to wait and see what Roku does, to be honest with you. Any word on VidGo? Nope. They've kind of hinted this summer, but it's been a while since we've seen anything from them hinting that. All right, I have DirecTV Now for $25 a month with AT&T Unlimited Choice Plan. Well, the new Unlimited Choice Enhanced plan is $5 cheaper and offers a full LTA. But isn't sure if I'll lose my $25. I do believe if you make a change, you will lose your $25 AT&T discount there. Anything new in the T-Mobile story on phone and 5G service for one price? Yeah, so last week, T-Mobile hinted, their CEO hinted at the idea that he intends to include 5G home internet as just a feature of your home service. So let's say you pay 60 to 80 bucks for it now. Let's say they raise your price 30 bucks, so you pay let's say 100 bucks or so. You get unlimited voice, text, data on your phone, and you get home internet through 5G from T-Mobile. So really the reality comes is that your home internet is wherever your Wi-Fi hotspot is. So you can take that with you to the cottage, you can take it with you camping. The reality of it is that at that point, with T-Mobile's plan to combine home internet and their wireless plan, that home internet speeds is wherever your hotspot is. So yeah, that's what we know right now. We'll see what that looks like when it comes out later this year. Any update on the Verizon wireless TV service? Verizon has announced that they've decided not to launch a live TV streaming service. They've shut that down. They've said that we're not going to do that. Instead, Verizon wants to partner with an existing streaming service, whether that be DirecTV Now, Sling TV, Hulu, etc., that's willing to make a special version for them and then sell that alongside their 5G TV. So it looks like Verizon and others wants to offer a bundle with 5G and a streaming service like DirecTV Now, etc. All right, Verizon is, yep, there, I just answered that. If you currently have DirecTV and want to switch to DirecTV Now, they will give you 3 months free and you will lose your $25 a month discount and go to $15. Oh, that's interesting. Did not know that. Mule, I'm not understanding. I see you say Kinplex, but I don't see anything else. Kinplex what? Let me know. Do you think that Charter will buy the Fox regional sports assets from Fox and Disney? I'm not sure. I wouldn't be surprised if Fox decides to keep the Fox regional sports. They've said that sports and news, they want to make that a main focus. Plus, their locally owned affiliates become a big one. They bought some more affiliates recently with a deal with Sinclair. If the deal closes, Sinclair Tribune, some of those stations, I believe, will sell to Fox. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that's correct. And then, so I wouldn't be surprised if Fox just retains ownership of those locals or of those regional sports. No infrared on my regional projector, so no cube. Depends on if your projector is fairly new, you can use it to be controlled through your HDMI port. But really, the only thing the infrared does is turn your TV on and off and change the volume. That's the only thing the infrared blaster and the Fire TV Cube does. Everything else is not done through infrared. So you can use a Fire TV Cube on projector. You just can't have your Fire TV Cube turn off your projector or change the volume if your projector is managing the sound system also. But yeah, you can use a Fire TV Cube on a projector even if it doesn't have infrared. Which is better, rabbit ear antenna or flat antenna? I think the newer, it depends. Most newer antennas with the same mileage claims are fairly similar. Some will have better quality out there. So, John, that particular service was taken off of Roku due to copyright complaints. Basically, most people used it for copyright infringement, and so Roku shut it down. So you can't anymore. All right, any news from Sling TV, upgrades, etc.? Not at this time. Sling TV is usually pretty good, though, about timing their announcements around what their competitors are doing. So we'll wait and see what happens. Can Plex control and record live over their TV? Yes, if you have it connected to an OTA tuner. It can be a network tuner like an HD Home Run, or it can be a USB tuner plugged into wherever your Plex home media server is. So Plex does offer with their Plex Pass a very good OTA DVR. Luke, what's the details of the Viacom Hulu deal? Actually, Viacom and Hulu have been very mum. They have not announced them other than to confirm. Hulu has confirmed to Core Cars News in an email that they have struck a deal to bring a collection of shows from Nickelodeon and some from MTV to Hulu. And that's it. That's the only thing they've said. They have not released an official press release. They have not confirmed even all the shows that will be included in that deal. Do I follow the E3? A little bit. Who do I think won the battle between Xbox and PlayStation? This generation, so last generation, the Xbox 360 kind of won versus the PlayStation 3. But I think PlayStation 4, looking at the sales, it's clearly beating the Xbox One. I think just overall, I think PlayStation won this generation. It doesn't mean that can't flip again. That Xbox could win the next generation here in a few years. So we'll wait and see. Speaking of YouTube TV, still not in my market. Any news on new markets? No, other than say that they plan to continue to roll out to new markets. Has DirecTV Now solved the buffering and outage problems? No, I'm still hearing a lot of complaints. DirecTV Now 2.0 was at best, let's say, a very rough rollout. They could have done it better. And like I posted this week, I wrote an editorial over at corecarsnews.com basically telling AT&T that, hey, you need to slow down. AT&T, I get it. You just spent a ton of money to buy Turner. It's a lot of money. And I think AT&T is rushing headlong, just desperately trying to get stuff out to make some of that money back. And I think they're hurting themselves. I think it would be in AT&T's best interest to slow down slightly, develop their systems better, slow down the rollout, get it right. AT&T watch, don't rush it, get it right, etc. DirecTV Now will have Viacom. Luke, will Viacom channels be added to Hulu Live TV? Not that I know of. Nothing has been said at this moment. Any word on the CW for DirecTV Now for the New York area? No, but I believe the CW is one of the ones in the city of New York. Is fairly easy to get with an antenna. Of course, you can get the CW app and get next day access to it. Yes, Roku did ban the M3U player channel, which is a private channel, due to piracy. They received copyright infringement claims, and right now Roku shut down because they legally kind of have to if they receive a proper complaint. What would be an alternative to internet other than OTA when internet service is down? A DVR. I mean, typically if you get like cable internet, when your internet's down, your TV with cable be down. But an antenna is a great way. DVDs is another great way. DirecTV Now needs more infrastructure. I kind of agree with that. Will a normal USB flash drive do that? Play pause. If you're talking about Roku TVs, yeah. So Roku TVs have this thing where you can take a flash drive, stick it in your Roku TV, and it'll add the ability to your over-the-air antenna to pause live TV, fast forward, rewind. I think up to an hour and a half of continuous pausing, fast forward, rewinding, but don't count me on that. I think that's it. I want to say off the top of my head. But yeah, if you see that pop up, if you have an antenna connected to your Roku TV and you plug a USB in for storage, you will be able to, oh, there it goes. You will be able to, with Roku TV, play pause. Hey, real quick, I'm going to play an ad because it helps support the site. Yeah, so I need money. I have a wife and kid. If you're not seeing the ad, don't forget, we are giving away a Fire TV Cube. In the show notes is a link. Head down there enter for a chance to win a Fire TV Cube. Brand new, just came out last week, and we're giving one away. Love to see you enter the giveaway, and hopefully you may win. All right, welcome back to everybody who saw that ad. Thank you for watching the ad. I know it's kind of random who sees the ad, who doesn't see the ad, but hey, I have a wife and kid. There's multiple people that use Core Cars News as their full-time job, so I appreciate your support. Luke, is over there channel comment coming to the new markets? I don't have any particular markets I know of that comment's coming to, but I do know if you haven't rescanned your antenna recently, I would, because recently more and more channels have been rolling out in new markets, sub-channels, and more. So keep rescanning. Why is Vudu not on the Fire TV? Because Vudu is a competitor to Amazon's Fire TV store. They don't like that. Same reason why Apple kind of for a long time made it very difficult for like Amazon to be on the Apple, and they still make it difficult, to be honest with you. Without using Comcast or Verizon, what other Wi-Fi services can I use? Well, Chris, that depends where you live. There's always DSL. I use DSL when I cut the cord. 5G is rolling out. Some markets have a fixed wireless system. Some markets have fiber to your home from a third-party provider. Shop around. It's hard to say, to be honest with you. Luke, when's the live TV guide coming to Hulu on Roku? No idea. They just rolled it out on desktop and mobile devices, and they say more devices coming soon. We'll have to wait and see. All right, keep those questions coming. I'm going to do my best to answer them. If I didn't answer your question, again, re-ask it as things fly by. Sometimes it's hard to answer them all. When will Hulu add AMC? I have no clue. They have not said. They may never, just to be honest with you. Plenty of other streaming services out there if AMC is important to you. Or really, if all you want is The Walking Dead and you're not planning to watch it live, you can always buy a season pass on like iTunes or Amazon, etc. and be able to, be honest, it's a cheaper way than paying for a live TV streaming service if all you want is one show. YouTube TV typically has all your locals, but not in all cities. Yeah, so YouTube TV has been slowly rolling out. They want at least 3 locals in each market. There are plenty of markets on YouTube TV that do not have all their locals, but that's becoming increasingly rare. It's becoming increasingly rare in Hulu. Hulu has over 400 live locals now, and I think I read over half the country has all their locals or something like that on Hulu. Fubo TV is even rolling out locals left and right, so keep that in mind. DirecTV Now just got an update on Roku. Yeah, so DirecTV Now has been rolling out several updates, which is great. Hopefully they continue to roll out those updates, helping to address many of the common issues out there. So, is PSVU expand their lineup? I have not heard. Honestly, I don't know if they will, to be honest with you. Lucas, Hulu still the one with the most locals? Yes, by far. Hulu has the most locals by a mile, especially since PlayStation Vue lost both Tribune and Sinclair owned locals. So that really, I think PlayStation Vue fell to 3rd or maybe even 4th behind Fubo and DirecTV Now, and YouTube TV. So they may even be honestly 4th or 5th. They could even be now. Fubo really needs to fix their DVR. You can't do series records. I think you can on some devices like their website. They are rolling out updates. Roku got it. Apple TV got it. I think hopefully the Fire TV will get it soon. So maybe the Fire TV got the update. I'm not sure. All right. But yeah, I do believe Fubo TV needs to continue to develop the product. So no ABC on Hulu in the Seattle area. Give it time. It's probably coming. YouTube TV is coming on strong locals. Yeah, they've been rolling out some. I haven't heard of anything recently. Seems like we're about due for a YouTube TV rollout of new markets, maybe. We'll wait and see. GWIT says, my TV automatically added a new station called Comet Programming from my antenna, but nothing's on it yet. Does that mean Comet's coming there? It very well could be. I've never seen it do it that way before, but it would make sense that would be a placeholder for Comet TV. What's the best streaming box? That really depends a lot on you. I think every streaming player, I could make an argument for each streaming player. If you buy most of your content on iTunes, well, then the Apple TV is the one for you. If you buy most of your content on Amazon, well, there is an argument that Amazon is a great one. If you watch a lot of Twitch, Amazon's Fire TV is probably one of the best. Roku definitely has a ton. I mean, the great thing about Roku is my 5-year-old daughter can use a Roku. My parents and grandparents can use a Roku because it's just so simple to use. And it has pretty much every streaming service. Roku has YouTube. Fire TV does not have YouTube built in as an app with casting and all that. You have to use a browser on the Fire TV. The Fire TV has a very nice browser that some other streaming players do not. So, boy, I could go on and on. Really, pick the one you like. Pick whatever works best for you. Comet does stream on your Roku. If you don't get Comet in your area, you can always download the Roku channel and the Apple TV channel. I don't believe Comet has a Fire TV or an Android TV one. Why doesn't YouTube TV just add some national content for the major fours? Because that costs money. They don't have the license to do that. You just can't do that. You just can't add the content. You need a license and a contract. And I'm sure money is a big part of that argument. All right, get those questions in. If you haven't, keep them coming. Don't forget, though, we're giving away a Fire TV Cube. Link in the show notes. That is another thing is, you're right, D. National streams, national versions does hurt locals, and local affiliates don't want that. They want you carrying their local. They paid big money to have that market, that people that live there have to use theirs. So they want you to do that. What does my core current setup consist of? Is honestly, we have everything. I have every live TV streaming service, pretty much every device you can imagine from the last 5 years. Apple's, Roku's, Fire TVs, Android TVs, NVIDIA Shields, Chromecasts, bunch of Android powered miscellaneous boxes people keep sending me. And then I have everything. What I personally use in my home right now, my TV time's a little limited, so I mostly subscribe to things like Amazon, Netflix, Hulu. Kind of working my way through Lost in Space. Can't wait for Last Chance U to come out later in July. So there's a full post on the site, but for work I have pretty much everything. If with my personal though, I've been mostly sticking to on demand recently. I do have an antenna and a bunch of other stuff. So go over to Core Cards News, type in my core card setup in the search or something like that, and you'll find a post there where I break it all down. Any news on sports channels for live streaming services? Not that I know of at this moment. Most streaming services have pretty much every sports channel with the exception of AT&T Sports. Hopefully that changes soon. You think AT&T Sports, since they also own DirecTV Now, will at least come to DirecTV Now? We'll see. Fingers crossed. But past that, NBC Sports, Comcast Sports, formerly Fox Sports regional networks, and others are pretty much on at least one, if not multiple, live TV streaming services nowadays. When is Cheddar News coming to Roku? Cheddar News is on the Roku channel right now. I believe most Roku channels have received the update, or Roku players have received the update. Get the Roku channel, and you'll find it right there along with ABC News and some others. All right. If keep re-asking the questions. Still waiting to DirecTV Now to add NBC Sports Philly. It's something about NBC Sports Philly, because I want to say it's Sling TV. One other streaming service out there doesn't have NBC Philly. Something about that particular station. Some weird ownership issue there. We'll see. Cheddar is on Pluto TV. That is correct. All right. Yeah, Root Sports, which is now AT&T Sports, is the one sports channel that has been kind of difficult. And like I said, AT&T owns it now. That sold about a year ago or change. And I would expect, since they also own DirecTV Now, that would eventually come there. Have you heard of the Tennis Channel will offer a live option? They are in several areas, and I want to say the Tennis Channel is streaming on at least one streaming service, but don't count me on that. Fox News is launching their own subscription streaming service by the end of the year called Fox Nation. It won't be exactly a live feed from the current one. It will use the big name host and air a bunch of it without the need to have a cable subscription. Luke, do you think that the board will go with Disney to buy for the 21st Century Fox assets? Yes, so the Fox board has already approved the Disney deal. They've already accepted it. And the Disney deal just received Department of Justice clearance today. So I do expect that the Fox board, I don't expect them to change their mind. And I'm honestly not expecting Comcast to come in with another bid, but they could. They very well could, but I think it's very unlikely. For now, at least, it seems like the Fox deal is a done deal. The Fox Disney deal. The 10 channels on DirecTV Now and YouTube TV. Thank you. What wasn't WGN and the Tribune Group didn't AT&T buy it for DirecTV Now? No, your Tribune is a different company. Sinclair is buying Tribune, and that deal is still in regulatory limbo right now. So that's why WGN America is not really on any streaming services, because their parent company has a pending sale, and I wouldn't expect anything to happen there until that sale is complete one way or the other. Hello, NX. It's TLL Tech, however I say that. Welcome. Great to have you here. Don't forget, hey, we're giving away a Fire TV Cube. Enter the giveaway. Link in the show notes. Luke, when do you see the Fox Disney deal complete? Well, hey, at this rate, since it already has Department of Justice approval, could be as soon as this year. Could be a couple months from now. Could be, who knows. It's going a lot faster than I thought it would. Hey D, thank you greatly for that $5 donation. It helps. Court Cars News is my full-time job. It's not only my full-time job, we have other people who this is their full-time job. That $5 donation goes a long way to help us, put food on my kid's table. So I appreciate that. Is PS5 going to help with cord cutting? Well, PlayStation 5 is probably not going to come out for a while, just to be honest with you. And if you're hoping to use it for streaming, I would just get a Roku for like $50. They can get even a $30 cheap one. That's not bad. So yeah, that's my recommendation. I wouldn't wait to cord cut until the PlayStation 5 comes out, because I think it's not going to come out for a couple years. All right, Colin, yes, I do think the Fox Disney deal will finish by the end of the year. Hey, if I haven't answered your question, re-ask it. I know it sounds like a broken record, but like every other week, somebody emails me and says, hey, you didn't answer my question. And that's typically because I don't see it when I'm answering another question. So just keep that in mind. Is the Zoom, XUMO, the new free streaming service, coming to the Apple TV? They have not said anything about coming to the Apple TV. So I would say for now, no. Could, very well could, but they haven't even hinted at it. What should DirecTV Now customers do to watch the Red Zone? Get PlayStation Vue, Sling TV, or Fubo TV for the football season. But that's a great thing about it. No contracts means you can dump the service and switch over to Sling TV for a few months. Is there any internet option for those who live in apartments with limited options? Some apartments do limit what internet provider you can get. The good news is by the end of this year, 5G home internet is going to be rolling out. It's going to probably be in about 50 to 60 markets by the end of the year. So we'll wait and see. But that is your goal. 5G is your hope and prayer there, because then you just take a little, like a cell phone hotspot type device that will create a Wi-Fi network for your home, connects you to the Verizon or the T-Mobile or whatever network, and there you go. So hopefully by the end of the year, you'll start seeing it. By 2019, they hope to have like half the country finished rolling out 5G next year. So we'll wait and see. Luke, do you see Disney rebranding Fox Regional Sports Networks as ESPN Regional Sports? No. Disney today, as part of their deal with the Department of Justice to get approval for the deal, agreed to sell off all 22 Fox-owned regional sports networks. I would not be surprised if Fox just buys them back from Disney, just to be honest with you. What type of TV do you use for your cord cutting? LG OLED. I do have some LG TVs. When I do those side-by-side reviews you see here, where I got like the Fire TV Cube versus the Fire TV 3, etc., those are both LG TVs. In my home, I'm pretty much having, low battery. I'm pretty much having a TCL TV. So I got a TCL in the living room and in the bedroom now. I've been very happy with the TCL Roku TVs. I went and bought one for my bedroom recently, so check that out. I do see the battery. We're going to cut this short in about 5 minutes. It should run for 5 more minutes. I forgot to charge the battery today. But yeah, so LGs aren't bad. I really like the TCL TVs. For the price, you just can't beat them. I really believe it. I just saw an ad for Comcast prepaid internet. Yeah, they've had that for a while, It's not necessarily a better deal than what you'll find if you have a contract. The thing about those, there's no contract, which makes it nice. It's also great for people with bad credit who struggled to get Comcast approval in the past. Chris says, I use my cell phone hotspot to do all my streaming and it works perfectly. Yeah, some people do that. The problem you're going to have is while it may work today, it may work for a while, someday suddenly you may find it just not working anymore. T-Mobile, Verizon, etc. have a history of just saying, the word is congestion. So for 4 or 5 months, you may stream hundreds and hundreds of gigabytes of data through your phone's hotspot, and then suddenly they say, hey, it's a congested market. You're one of the top 1.5% or whatever, so we're going to slow you down. So I've heard many people say they do that for months, and just one day their internet slows to crawl and they can't stream anything until their next billing cycle. So just keep that in mind. Luke, do you have a 5 or 6 TCL's Roku TV? I have a 6 series TCL Roku TV on its way for a review. What happens on DirecTV now with locals when you go out of market? It will bring you whatever locals in whatever market you are in. I believe I remember right. Ben Rose, I got the new 8.1 update on my Roku for at least 4 weeks now. Yeah, I think pretty much most Roku owners now have the 8.1 update. If not, it'll be here in the next week or so. Chris says he loves his Roku TV. Yeah, they're not bad at all, especially, to be honest with you, for the dollar value of it, it's really good TV when you look at a price point. Of course, if you compare a $500 Roku TV to a $2,000 Samsung TV, well, that's not exactly a fair comparison. But if you compare a $500 Samsung TV to a $500 Roku TV, I think most people will be very happy with the Roku TV. What happens? Okay, I already answered that one. All right. Hey, last call for questions. I got about 3 minutes. I'm going to be answering core questions, and then we're going to cut this out because my battery's going to die. Yeah, using your phone as a backup is not a bad way to do it. Just remember your whatever data cap or rules you have to your cell phone plan. Will there be a show next week with the holiday? I'm thinking of changing the date of the show. Keep an eye on it. I may do a surprise stream a day or so early. I don't know. I'll wait and see what happens. I'm thinking about taking my daughter to fireworks. Are Sharp TVs with Roku any good? I hear some people like them. I haven't personally, it's one of the few Roku TV brands I have not personally tested out. But yeah, next week I will be doing something. I may not be on Wednesday. I'll probably do it Wednesday. We'll see. What kind of headphones are you using for cord cutting? I don't really use headphones for cord cutting. I use an LG kind of Bluetooth earbud thing. And when I travel, I do fly a lot now for work and personal because my family lives across country. And I really love my Bose Wave Comfort. I've had the same pair for like 5 years now. Absolutely love those noise canceling headphones. All right. Hey, last call for questions. Get them in right now. How does the UMA phone service work? It's very simple. We actually, Core Cars News, our office, the one down the road, uses UMA for our phone system, and we really love it. We got the business version of it for the office. They have a home version too. It's a little cheaper. You just take the Ethernet, you plug it into the phone, and you plug your phone into the phone jack on the back of it, and you have phone. It's very simple, very good price, very feature rich, and it works really well. It does a really good job working. So UMA home phone is really good. There are a lot of people like Magic Jet too. That's a very good one. A lot of people like there's like devices you can use, the Obi line, which I have a review to on our YouTube channel here if you want to search for that Obi 200, which connects to your Google phone. So they're all good. I personally went with the UMA for the business features. And I'll be honest, for a business, I can't imagine using anything but the UMA system if you're a small business. All right. Hey, last call for question. I'm going to answer one more question, and then we're going to wrap this up. But while we wrap this up, don't forget we're giving away a Fire TV Cube. Link in the show notes. And thank you. Thank you to everybody for your support. I cannot say thank you enough. Core Cars News is having our best month ever. June 2018, by traffic, page views, unique visitors, comments, newsletter growth. I mean, no matter what way you look at it, we're growing faster. Core cutting is growing faster than ever before. I'm really excited about it. I appreciate your support. helping make that happen. You know, supports my family. Thank you for, like D, for the $5 donation today. That goes a long ways to help us. Core Cars News is fairly expensive. So thank you. But hey, no one seems to have any questions, so I'm going to wrap this up about 10 minutes early. I will have a full battery next week. So until next week, I will see you here every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Or check out our page, the little community tab, if I have to make an announcement of a date change for next week. Maybe I'll try to do it Tuesday. Tuesday next week, maybe, because of the 4th. We'll wait and see. How do we contribute? You can always do a super chat right here to donate if that's what you want. But hey, everybody, take care. Thank you for your support. Check out CoreCarsNews.com and our Facebook and Facebook pages and groups. I have links to them over at CoreCarsNews.com. So I'll see you next week. Hang tight. Don't forget to save some money with your cord cutting experience. So, all right. Thank you, everybody.